Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash. I'd like to double honor the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Rubel, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. I want to entitle this video, The Scriptures is your guide to who and how the Most High is. Because really and truly, you will see that majority of people like to have their own concept of how the Most High is. They will always talk about he's a God of love, like if his name is Aphrodite or something. You'll always have their own personal concepts of how the Most High is, when really and truly the scriptures is what is teach you who and how he is. And everybody will have a testimony growing up. They will ever say he's a God of love. They will say that they were taught that growing up, or taught that from somebody else. But the scriptures is what is teach you who and how the Most High is, what he likes and what he doesn't like. Even if you have to say that he doesn't hate, it must be shown in the scriptures that he doesn't hate, because anything that anybody knows about the Most High is because of the scriptures and through the scriptures. Outside of the scriptures, nobody has a clue of how he really is. You understand? But most people don't like to look to the scriptures for definitions. They look to either what they were taught growing up or what they feel, and not the scriptures as the actual guide. Right? They say, Romans 15 verse 4, right? They say, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, right? That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. That is how we understand what the Most High want from us is through the scriptures. A person can come and teach you that just so. It's the scriptures they use to teach you these things. Where they talk about the Most High as a God of love, I saw the Most High does love. I never saw that he's a God of love. That is all he does do. Like that is his only attribute. Because the scriptures say he made man in his own image and likeness. So the same way man does experience different things in terms of like love, hate, the Most High have these attributes also. The scriptures could show you that. Scriptures say he hate Esau, but people will tell you all he does do is love, because they're not looking to the scriptures to be their guide. They look into what they were taught growing up because it's easier to accept, or because that is just what they feel, or their own personal view of it. But really and truly, the scriptures will show you how the Most High really is, and how he does deal with things, and how he wants you to deal with things. If you try to go outside of the scriptures, all you'll be doing is using a vain opinion. I think it's 2 Timothy 3. Right, the 2 Timothy 3 or 7:15, right? They say, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, right? The holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Mashiach Yahushai. Because you see, the scriptures is your guide, right? To make you wise unto salvation. Without the knowledge of the scriptures, because we not any time that we used to see these miracles and things happening, that the Most High actually used to, you see hear his voice like from the mountains and so forth. We not in those kind of times, because the scriptures said, they say there'll be no miracles shown unto this faithless generation. So we not in the kind of times where the people see those kind of things anymore. So the scriptures is what is guided to actually know right from wrong, what to do and what not to do and so forth. Right? They say all scriptures are given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction on righteousness. And righteousness is what? A righteous man is one who tries to work in the accordance of what the Most High wants. So for you to know what the Most High wants or wants you to do, you have to use the scriptures. You understand? But you have people who will want to give you their version of the Most High and how he is and what he likes and doesn't like, and they will not use the scriptures to do so. That way you know those people lack wisdom. They just repeating what it is they learn growing up, and they have nothing to support it. No facts, because they can't show you, as the scriptures say. It's the scriptures itself say. They were like 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21. Right? 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21, it say, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. Right? And that which is good is what? The knowledge that you learn through the scriptures. You understand? But it say prove all things, because a person can be telling you that this is how the Most High is and they don't have any evidence about it. Even if a prophet did speak something and say that it is the Most High said it would happen, the scripture itself tell you, if the Most High, if a prophet speak it, if it come to pass, then you know it is of the Most High. So hey, just like how the men on the streets is be preaching, the men at GMS is be preaching and telling you these things going to happen and that things going to happen, and you're actually seeing it coming to pass, and all these things are written in the scriptures. So it's not like it's something that they're speaking off the top of their head. These things actually written. They might be in parables, so they might have to break it down to you, but it is written, because it's through the scriptures you understand right from wrong, good from bad, how the Most High is and how he is not. You understand? But majority of the time you ask people out here, alright, the Most High is a God of love, show me where it says in the scriptures that all he is do is love. They can't show you. If you show them a scripture where it say the Most High hate Esau, no, that is not what hate mean. So when they see love, why that is what love mean? But when you see hate, that is not what hate mean. They could never give you a solid answer, because they're not going by what the scriptures say. Even if you're going to the etymology, it would be the same thing, but they're not going by what the scriptures say. They're going by either what they were taught or their own personal view of it, because it's easier to accept or easier to deal with, because they don't want to deal with a power that does hate evil. You understand? Or that hate Esau, because these wicked jakes out here love Esau. They love the oppressors. But you know, the point of the lesson is the scriptures is what is teach you how the Most High really is. You understand? Anyway, I hope it was edifying. I don't make it too long. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. I'd like to double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Ruwell, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that push the truth with sincerity. This is Yaraba from the Trinidad camp saying Shalom.